That's too wholesome for me, man. Don't do it. Look. It does mean something.
It means something.
Hey, check out our Patreon in the link below. You'll have access to uncut and upcoming reactions, skits, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more. Your support goes a long way to helping us with more reactions and original content. Also, thanks for subbing. Set the bell for notifications. Your boy YaBoyRockLee.
What's going on, everybody? It's YaBoyRockLee, and I am actually in the lab, even though my lab coat is over there.
He's like, I gotta bring the energy back. But
I know. Can I be honest? This is gonna be the discussion. I'm torn up. We have been talking that we think Mayuri is just caught up in a time loop that she's always gonna end up dead at this point. Like her clock has run out. I think we're kind of on that agreement. It was nice. It was interesting to see the little flashback of how how Hohen possibly came up with that alter ego, that whole thing.
Yeah.
My impression is he was a regular ass kid. Mayuri was having a hard time. She lost her grandmother, and he assumed a character from a TV show that they watched together, and that's that, right? And he became a mad scientist.
A little bit, yeah.
I'm only gonna say that one time until Patreon catch up and say that's not what happened. That's how I interpreted the scene. Cause from then
he was already into it, you know. He was already like that was already kind of like his personality a little bit, but like with her, she allowed him to just like accentuate it fully. And in my mind, it's like he was already in the science. It's not like it literally created his entire being, but it was just a natural, easy thing from just slide into and be that for her, you know.
That makes sense too. Like what he does to people that he meets, to Christina. Like instead of saying you're my friend, he'll be like, oh, you're lab member 08. Yeah. So he's well, she's not 08. But
he was already quirky like that. He was already a little quirky.
Fair. Alright. Anyways, I'm gonna press play. Oh, I should actually do the proper transition.
Yeah, we're not on it, bro. Shortest talk. I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm like, until we save this shawty or until I see who would do something slightly different, like I'm out, bro. Like this poor little girl pushed her off. She's like, I just wanted to surprise her. That girl's fucked in this world line. She's never gonna be normal in this world line. She's old enough to know and remember what she did.
I punched that kid. Dead ass. Dead ass. Dead ass. I don't even say statements like that. I would straight up punch that kid.
You gonna punch Lil Nay? Just trying to come.
That's a dumbass decision. Oh my gosh. And I don't say that's a dumbass decision. This is a train track.
And you're running at.
I wanted to surprise her. I think she tripped.
She did trip.
Why are you running? Remember the judge at Castlevania? No kids running in this village. The judge handled it, man. Nobody was running in that village, man.
Stop!
And you're like, yo, just for running? See what happens when kids run?
You're supposed to be me. I mean, you're not supposed to be me. You're supposed to be on the other side. I'll do it. No, you don't punch this girl. It was an accident, but it's a consequence of Hohen's decisions and actions. What's crazy, you don't know. It's really
That's
crazy.
Annoying. That's how I sound like?
In a different world line, yeah, exactly. In a different world line, she asked for, part-timer was going shopping with Nay and asked for directions. He said, go to the police station and ask. So in this timeline, part-timer probably never ran into him. So he had no clue they was even gonna be at this station. So they're just walking around shopping and this girl is like, oh look, it's Hohen and Mayuri. He's like, I'm gonna go surprise them. I can only imagine part-timer was like 10 feet away, like, holy fuck, what just happened?
Yeah, Mayuri is the jelly banana. The world line just keeps forcing this. That's the way it works. Unless they do something radically different in this episode.
Look at this nigga with the big brain. She just doesn't fit.
See, they can change all this stuff, but it has to have that outcome for now. They never tried to change a jelly banana. They just had a jelly banana. Like, oh, okay, this works. But they never actually tried to. Now, how do we stop a jelly banana from happening? The green banana thing.
She's the jelly man. Except she's not turned to jelly. She's just, well.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's jump into it. If you guys are not subscribed, now's a good time to do so. Full reaction and discussion is on our Patreon. Also, check out the schedule. It's in the description and the pinned comment. Has our full library of reactions, including things that are just on Patreon. So if you guys don't like what's available or what's upcoming, use the suggested feature that's on the website. Suggest something else, and we'll see about it.
Hit the bell for notifications because we post content daily and you don't want to miss out.
Let's jump into Stein Gate starting now. Oh, it's literally what I'm talking about.
Oh, they're not going to make us go through it. Thank you. Just him.
She keeps dying. She had a knife in her hand. Oh shit. I promise I never seen that, bro.
What time do you think he's on? Here it comes. Come on, bro.
Random ass shit!
Literally.
Yo, he's been living this day over and over again. Oh, no,
and
never mind.
every time it's her.
You're right.
He's looking like Subaru now, bro. He don't exist. This is still his problem.
He keeps alienating them.
Yo, shiny finger.
This guy.
Arc rewrite. You heard that, right? She's like, as long as I kill Mayuri, he's gonna reset.
They already have it.
There you go.
There it is, the public announcement part. That's what got him. She has people watching her.
Yeah, right?
They're asking Hohen if Hohen is John Titor?
No way. They're killing her no matter what.
Curiosity killed the cat. You notice I literally, when I told you about everybody else, he's literally only talking about her. I think if Tina ended up dead,
he'd be fine. Hell yeah.
see, and this always works out. Like, he always escapes. Like, how are you always escaping? You don't even have to answer. I'm just saying.
That's what tells me he needs to talk to his people. And you're right. The time. Every time. Running out of time.
Oh, that's... He's not going to break it. I think he's going to send himself back and get himself another 3 hours. Has he never considered this?
I don't know what he's considered, bro.
I know. It's tough seeing him like this. Oh man. The visual images they choose in between is crazy. The dragonfly, the beetle, time. You gotta talk to your team. I mean, you've tried everything. What's going to happen? See how she changed the question? It's such a sincere cry.
And he knows every critical point he fucked up. He's talking.
Finally. Here we go. Sauce. Oh, no sauce.
Let's go.
That's too wholesome for me, man. Don't do it. Look, he was trying to, nah. She's like, give me that. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, me, she's getting a happiness. You had something to tell me. When is he going back right now?
He's going 5 hours back.
Just 5 hours? Okay.
2 extra.
Does a fork mean more than I think?
Yo, I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, what, 4? She's like, I already got my spoon. I'm like, oh, you trying to double up, shawty?
Oh, now this is crazy. This is the one shot.
Extra time.
Well, the thing is, he won't be able to save Mayushi for real if they don't make this machine. Yeah, that's why this is a last ditch effort.
$5 hours is literally all they have then. Literally 5 hours.
If he stops her from making this machine. But now he actually solved the cause.
No, but the machine has to be made so he can go back.
But if you stop the machine from being made, CERN doesn't attack. That's what she's saying. I ordered here when I got here.
She already got her spoon and she wants her fork. Nah, I'm probably wrong.
Well, where's the fork? Fork! Fork! I can't with this guy sometimes.
She's not using a fork or spoon. She's using chopsticks.
You're right. It's not a literal fork. It does mean something.
It means something. And she's blushing.
I want your fork. I already have your spoon.
My spoon.
My spoon.
Part-timer.
So he has tried a lot of shit. Oh. Yes. Good stuff. That sucks!
Initiated. Yep.
Yep, what?
Time machine.
Oh shit, because she was listening. To save the world. You need to reach it.
To the one line beta.
Isn't that what John... A divergence number. Oh my god.
Crazy.
He is John Titor.
He is. I didn't think that was him.
Oh, you like that? Oh, she Bruce Wayne. She threw a perfectly good grappling hook. I can't even listen to her. Oh. This isn't just for an example. She's literally...
Oh, she's actually Batmaning it. Yo, you're like, yo, look at that grapple throw. I'm over here like, this nigga. She's just using it to make an example. No, she's real life fucking out here. Yo, I was listening to your whole Batman shit trying to read. I'm like, oh, I'm not listening to this nigga.
That's how she gets into this locked area? Made them split the world into multiple world lines. Interesting.
Crazy. The Golf World Y2K, and I love the ones that they used.
Oh! The satellite is a time machine! Yo! I'm your daughter. Or something.
She's John Titor. The part-timer is John Titor from 2036.
Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Nope.
Yeah, that's why she said I'm John Titor. I was like, nigga, what?
Yo, we got answers now! We can totally save this shouty. We was on the right track about a lot of things, man. We was on the right track about a lot of things.
Yeah, we're actually doing pretty good.
Crazy.
We're doing pretty good. Episode 1, I was like, oh, this shit's wild.
Oh,
we're doing pretty good.
I never would have guessed the satellite was a time machine. I never would have guessed Shotty was John Titor. Texting him from below. From downstairs. Texting this nigga from downstairs. Asking all these questions.
You know what's crazy with the satellite being a time machine? That's like incredibly obvious, to be honest with you. In hindsight.
I'm gonna hard disagree, bro. We had no choice but to listen to the damn TV, bro. We had no choice. It wasn't even come from the MC. They literally built it into the world building that on TV, he's walking by, he hears about this satellite, and he talks about it. He's believing the lie that everybody's believing the same lie. Nah, that's nobody's fault, bro.
Wait, I thought in one of the world lines the satellite was gone.
Only in the original one.
I could have sworn, I was like, oh, they finally got rid of the satellite.
There was one where their crater was there. I don't fucking know.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna dwell on it, but it's like, yo, hear me out. You're like, so the beginning of the episode, a foreign object called a satellite lands on a building, okay? And then another sentence like, oh, maybe this girl is from the future. I promise, bro. I promise. And it had in any given point, right? They showed, right after seeing the satellite, had you said the statement, maybe that girl is from the future, right after visually seeing the time machine, one of us would have been like, oh, maybe that's a time machine. But because of all the shit that happens in between seeing that and then talk about whether this girl is from the future, we never come to that thought. Does that make sense?
Yeah, fair. Number one.
Yes. But there is a scenario that if happening in a particular order.
One of these world lines, we got it right.
One of these world lines,
we were like, that's a time machine.
It's a time machine.
But here's, operating.
They purposely distract us. They purposely throw all this other stuff.
But here's the thing, I'm also operating under that a time machine isn't a time machine anymore. That they're using D-mail to just change. In my mind, there's no longer a physical way to change world lines. So in my mind, that's not a time machine. That's why I'm operating. We can send 32 bits. We can send 18 characters. Oh, we can go back 5 hours and send, your brainwaves. I know.
It makes so much sense.
Whatever, man.
Because we're figuring out how to make time machines. Remember, they're from the future. And it's him. He's the one that's trying to communicate with. He's not.
It's funny because we said at a certain point, we're like, he is John Titor. It has to be him. And it's like, no, it's not going to be him. But it is kind of him, a little bit him. I'm assuming that's
his daughter, right? His daughter, right? Him and Christina's daughter. Yeah, I thought I said that. No, I did say that, actually. Yeah, I think that's him and Christina's daughter. For sure. For sure. For sure.
And that's why she got beef with Mama. Because Mom did go to work for CERN eventually. In the future, that's what happens. They have a kid. He's like, no, I'm going to do this independently. She's like, no, we need help now. She goes to work for CERN, leaves Dad by himself, right? He's over here just trapping with his daughter, and then she has to go back in time because Mom went to work for CERN and fucked up all the timelines, and now it's a fucking dystopia. Like, good job, Mom. You made a dystopia. Every time she sees it, that's why it's on site, nigga. Sometimes the niggas been had. It's like, oh, y'all niggas good.
Yeah, this delivery and the recovery is fantastic, man.
I was out at the beginning of this.
Absolutely out.
I was like, how many times are they gonna show us Mayuri dying, bro? And then they're like, we're not like, you've seen enough. We showed you 12 that you know about. Now we're gonna jump and show you just how many times he went through it. This nigga had a minute for minute timeline on the whiteboard with Christina. And they're like, you don't need to see the 992 times he went through. All you need to know is he's been through this so many fucking times. This is how. And it's wild to me that it wasn't until Christina came and reached out to him. He never stopped to ask for no help. Not once. And none of these instances was he's like, no, I need to tell the lab members and we can all brainstorm together.
It's like he thought he came up with the time machine on himself. He's only in this situation
because he's the big mind. Everybody else did the hard work. Everybody else put the time machine together.
He's Steve Jobs.
He's Jobs there, bro.
He's the nigga that just says, put all this shit together. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Good luck, guys. Christina's putting the most effort.
Most scientific, application.
Yeah, how you trying to do this?
Daru's pulling the information. He's just he's just a team leader because he's the one that remembers everything from the emails, but also he's the one that's access to the IBM 5100.
And he's the one with that kind of vision.
With that kind of vision too. He's the only one crazy enough to think about putting this shit together to even see if it's gonna work as a time machine.
Thank you.
He's the only one who could conceptualize this shit. Outside of, 2010 John Titor.
That's crazy. So I love how they said, you know what they basically said? Like, in order, watch this. Hypothetically, if they go back in time and like nuke a country, right? They could save Mayushi. Because they said you need like a major event to change this 1%. And like, I can't think of anything major than nuking a country hypothetically. No, there really is. There's really. They said Gulf War.
I can imagine during the Y2K. I was like, Y2K? Why? What happened? Was Y2K a real thing? Was Y2K like literally a planned like beta jump? Like yeah, after we hit 2000, we're gonna jump to the other line just in case.
Oh, they thought service save. I just thought of it as it was a big event, not that they made it. But it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy, like how we found out weapons of mass destruction, right? But between the CIA and them, they're like, look, man, we need to jump this world line, so we need a war. Let's say there's some weapons of mass destruction. Send the whole world into war. John Titor, is this enough? Yeah, based on this, with this little thing, looks like we have enough energy here to change the whole goddamn world line. Because it's like if we didn't do that, there'd be no future. If we didn't, we'd be in a dystopia, bro. If we didn't do it, but the people will never know, bro.
Thank you, President Bush.
Thank you.
Kanye, you was wrong. He cares about people. He cares about black people. He did the world line for us.
But even though I said something stupid,
it's wild. But
you could see in the realms of the show. You can pull something like that off. We need a big because that's what she said. If you want to save Mayushi, you got to call it a big enough event. And she said Y2K, Gulf War. That's a big ass event. Y2K is a big event, but it's like, okay, because we thought the end of the world was going to happen, so everyone was panicking. Gulf War is a big ass event. A war? 10 countries all combined, doing a bunch of shit, cooperating? That's big. That's the kind of stuff you gotta do to save this girl? Shit. Cause you need to get across this 1% thing. Cause right now all the lines are pointing to this death. It's a constant. But you may not be satisfied with the results of the next one either. And you're just gonna eventually you're gonna do this shit enough times like
dystopia.
Or I'm satisfied with this result.
I think they should have stopped right before Shining Finger. I feel like after it was Shining Finger then Ferris or Ferris then Shining Finger.
They kind of covered that though. Hypothetically, she said like even stopping the time machine, not talking to Mako. Hypothetically, right now,
there's no knowing.
They're on the line where Mayushi dies. If no matter what they do right now, they're on that line. Whether or not they work with Shining Finger or not, I'm gonna say they're on that line. They gotta cause something crazy in order to shift it. She's just gonna die.
Question.
Because they even talked about, they said that. They're like, what if the organization is not involved with it? Like, oh, she's still gonna die.
So what do you want to do to move this line for this girl? That's what the question becomes.
Oh.
It's you, Yo Shawty, whoever you want it to be. What's your go-to?
As long as I create a scenario where no one else I know dies, that's the scenario.
No, that's not what I asked you. You need to hit this 1% to jump this world line. What's your go-to major event that you could think of you gonna do? I'm thinking on the real. Oh no, actually we can't get into this. We can't get into this.
I know what I would do. I couldn't say nothing.
Yo, we'll cut the camera and talk about what we do.
Yo, yeah, we have to.
This is some murderous shit.
You gotta take out like a train station. You gotta do some stuff, bro.
I said I'm gonna do some Bane shit.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't say what I would do on camera.
Do some Bane shit. That's it.
That's all you can say. I'll do some Bane shit.
Bane level event. That's
Bane
it.
level event, bro.
Yeah.
You have to. End the video, guys.
Maybe Titanic. You think Titanic be enough?
Just sink a ship? Man, you thinking small, bro.
Honestly, I thought I was.
No, hear me out. One thing I'll say is because...
Do you think it's something to go for, though? I think I am thinking too small, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then you do this event and it may not even work out, and now you're going to jail. Here's what I'm... Whatever you do, it has to be big enough that it worked out. You don't want to half-ass it, and then it didn't work out. And now you're in trouble for a half-ass plan, and you still didn't.
And on top of that, just because you jumped the world line, if you actually break the 1%, you jump the world line, and this new world line, you're probably still in trouble.
Yes. I'm predicting that you have to go back in the past, blow up a ship hypothetically, and that's it. Now you just have to. You don't blow up a ship and then jump the world line. You have to go back in time, blow up a ship hypothetically, and then the ripples of things happen, and Mayushi doesn't die. That's how I read it. Damn, these sign discussion just picked up. I think we only got time for one more. I'm cool though, I'm just saying.
It's just average for just picked up. Them shits is hitting 38, 39 all the time.
I was able to stop at 35 minutes, but not as of late. So I'm not mad, I'm just saying, yeah. That's why sometimes there won't be a lot of videos, because sometimes the one is too juicy. All right, guys, thanks for watching Steingate. If you guys are not subscribed, go ahead and do so. The full reaction and discussion is going to be on our Patreon. Also, check out our schedules in the description and the pinned comment. Has our full library. If y'all don't like what's coming out, use the suggested feature and suggest something else. That's on the same website, and we'll see.
Hit the bell for notifications, because we post content daily and you don't want to miss out.
All right, YaBoyRockLee.
Direct Nasty.
Out. Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, guys? Your boy YaBoyRockLee. Hey, if you haven't already, go ahead and give us a follow on this Twitch channel. Appreciate you guys' support.
Janet. wait, I'm gonna laugh. Okay. If you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click on the bell for notifications, and check out our Patreon for full and upcoming reactions.